afternoon, class, or good afternoon to you and only you, because we're still stuck at home. Yes, you guessed. So now we are on holiday and I would like to share with you my vegan recipe for raspberry and pistachio muffins. Because I know you, I know that if we were in class, you would say, "But Miss Alix, what is a vegan person? Tell me more about it." So, I'm going to tell you more about vegan people. Vegan people are people who do not eat anything that comes from an animal. So, when we talk about cakes, that includes no butter, no milk, and no eggs. So that is one part of what they do. Obviously, they also do not wear anything that comes from animals. So for example, a vegan person would not wear leather or maybe wool. And they also, when we talk about food, they would not eat honey, because honey comes from bees, and bees are not working for us humans to be able to eat honey. So that is a little portion of what vegan people do and not do. But because I have a dear friend who is a vegan person, I usually make these muffins when he comes home or when I go to his house. So I want to make you discover my recipe, and I hope that you will enjoy it and you will try it. It's not because it's vegan that it's not good, I promise. Let's go through the ingredients. As you can see, there are a lot of ingredients, but it's very easy to make, very simple. First, you will need 220 grams of flour, as well as 30 grams of cornstarch. Cornstarch is in French maïzena, so I'm sure you have it in your cupboard. And you will also need some sugar. That is 150 grams of sugar right here. And concerning the dry ingredients, you will also need half a pack of baking soda, a pinch of salt, okay? And at the end, in the batter, you will add raspberry, because obviously these are raspberry muffins, so you will need 120 grams of raspberries as well as 30 grams of pistachios. For the wet ingredients, you will need 150 milliliters of almond milk, or maybe soy milk, or hazelnut milk, or oat milk, or rice milk. You get it. It has to be milk that does not come from a cow, obviously, because we're making vegan muffins, okay? You will also need here 60 milliliters of oil, and you will need some applesauce. So, applesauce in French, I think that you recognize it. It is compote. Here I am using some raspberry sauce that has strawberry as well as blueberry inside, and apple obviously, because we're making muffins that taste like raspberry. So I'm trying to go for red berry vibe in these muffins, okay? In order to cook the vegan muffins, you will need baking cups. So here I have two types. These ones are paper baking cups that are single use, and these ones are silicone baking cups that you can reuse as many times as you want to. So it's really up to you. If you have the choice, try to take the silicone molds, because it's probably better for the planet, I guess. If you don't have the choice, then never mind, it's gonna be fine anyways. Let's start cooking. We are going to mix all the dry ingredients together. So in my flour, I have already put the salt, it's inside. And I'm going to pour half of the baking soda, as well as the cornstarch and the sugar. And I'm going to take my whisk and mix everything together. I've got my whisk and I mix. Okay, that was easy, right? I told you, this is a very easy recipe. You just need to mix everything and cook it. So, it's mixed. As you can see, I poured 122 grams of applesauce in my bowl. This is a new bowl, okay? I have the dry ingredients here, and here, this is for the wet ingredients. So I have my applesauce, and actually applesauce replaces eggs in this recipe. And what replaces butter is the oil that I'm adding right now. And I'm adding the almond milk that is replacing regular cow milk. Okay. Now that my wet ingredients are mixed, I'm going to pour them into my dry ingredients. And guess what? Yes, let's mix! The batter is all mixed, so I'm going to add my frozen raspberries. Yes, I did not tell you, but they are frozen. They do not come from the fridge. They come from the freezer, so the part where you have ice cream, okay? You can use regular raspberries, of course, if you have them in your fridge, but because we are in a lockdown period, I had to use the frozen ones. So I'm going to mix a little, not too much, just to cover the raspberries with the batter. And I have my pistachios here, and I will chop them. So to chop is, you understand, to chop. Of course, for this part, you need an adult. Do not do this alone, okay? Ask for the help of an adult. This is very important. And when you have chopped everything, you will just pour it in the batter. Easy. As you can see, my 30 grams of pistachios are more or less chopped. I left some of them complete just in order to have some crunchy texture in the muffins. So I'm going to pour them in the bowl and mix. Okay, easy. And now, well, you just have to mix everything and pour it into your baking cups and then into the oven. So I'll come back when it's all poured in the baking tray. I have made 15 muffins. So this is a special baking tray that I got for Christmas a long time ago, and it's very handy because you can cook your cupcakes or your muffins inside, and then there is a special lid that you can put on and take these to the place you're going to. So it's very, very handy, very practical. I'm going to cook these 12 first, and then these 3. We will need to cook them for 25 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, and you should not put too much batter inside. As you can see, they're not filled to the top, they're filled to let's say the 3/4, maybe a little more, but not to the top, okay, because they will rise a little. All right, so let's put these in the oven and let's wait for 25 minutes. This is what they look like. They are absolutely beautiful. The raspberry smells delicious, and in the kitchen it is divine. I cannot wait for snack time. So I'm going to try to show you how they look like inside, so that you can see, and maybe that it will make you want to try the recipe. I think that you cannot see the smoke coming out of the muffin, but there is smoke because they're really just out of the oven, and they smell so good. The raspberry here looks delicious, and you can see the pistachio that is here too looks yummy. I'm not sure that I will be able to wait until snack time to try those muffins, but I will do my best. I hope that you will try this video, and talk to you soon. Bye, students!